Your Canadian home is already failing, right now. Behind the fresh paint, under the engineered hardwood, inside the walls wrapped in plastic, the clock is running. And the bill is coming. Not if, when. The average Canadian homeowner spent $11,000 on home repairs last year alone. But that number is about to explode. Because the homes being built across Ontario, Alberta, and British Columbia right now are not built to survive the Canadian climate. They are built to survive the warranty period. There is a difference, and that difference is going to cost you $50,000. Here's the investigation no one in the building industry wants you to see. The first failure point is the one hiding directly under your feet. Walk into any new construction home in Canada today, and the builder will proudly show you the flooring. It looks like hardwood. It feels like hardwood. But it is not hardwood. It is engineered laminate, made of wood chips, sawdust, and industrial glue pressed into thin sheets under high pressure. The industry calls it engineered wood. Contractors call it something else entirely. Here's the problem specific to Canada that no salesperson at Home Depot will tell you. Canada has one of the most extreme freeze-thaw cycles on the planet. In Toronto alone, the temperature crosses the freezing threshold over 70 times per year. Every single time that happens, moisture expands and contracts inside your home's subfloor. And engineered laminate products, the ones installed in 90% of new Canadian builds, are made with adhesives and core materials that are not rated for that kind of thermal abuse. The glue degrades, the layers separate, the edges swell. After 5 Canadian winters, the floors in your brand new home start to buckle, pop, and gap at the seams. The fix is not a patch. The fix is a full floor replacement. In a 2,000 square foot home, that is $18,000 minimum. But the floor is only the beginning. The second failure is the one that turns your equity into mold. Canadian Building Code now mandates that new homes be wrapped in a continuous vapor barrier, a thick plastic membrane that seals the entire structure to meet modern energy efficiency targets. On paper, this makes sense. In reality, it is an engineering trap. Because no vapor barrier is perfect. Every electrical outlet, every pipe penetration, every nail hole is a gap. And when warm, humid indoor air finds that gap and hits the cold exterior sheathing during a Canadian winter, it condenses. The moisture has nowhere to go. The vapor barrier that was designed to protect your home is now trapping water inside your wall cavity. The OSB sheathing, oriented strand board, is an engineered wood product made of pressed wood flakes and glue, and it begins to absorb that moisture. Unlike the old-growth solid lumber used in homes built before 1980, OSB does not dry out. It swells, it delaminates, it turns to mush. And because it is hidden behind drywall, you will not see the damage until the drywall starts to stain, the paint bubbles, and the smell hits you. By then, you are not dealing with a material replacement. You are dealing with a mold remediation job. In Canada, a full mold remediation and wall rebuild averages between $15,000 and $40,000, depending on the extent of the spread. This is not a rare edge case. This is the mathematical outcome of building an airtight plastic envelope using moisture-sensitive materials in a country where it is minus 30 degrees for 4 months of the year. The third failure is the one happening in your driveway right now. Look at the caulking around your windows, your door frames, your garage threshold. Modern Canadian homes use vinyl siding sealed with exterior caulking rated for 7 to 10 years. After that, it cracks and pulls away. Every spring thaw, meltwater runs into that gap and behind your siding. The water tracks down the wall cavity and pools on the sill plate. The lumber is sitting directly on your concrete foundation. Sill plate rot is one of the most expensive structural repairs in residential construction. A full replacement runs between $8,000 and $22,000 and requires the structure above to be jacked up while the work is done, all because someone saved $2 per linear foot on trim. The fourth failure is the one the inspector missed. In modern Canadian new builds, the forced air system runs through sheet metal ducts sealed with mastic tape, a fabric mesh tape coated in adhesive. That tape has a rated lifespan of approximately 10 years. In a Canadian climate where the furnace runs 6 to 8 months a year, it fails faster. When duct joints separate inside your wall cavities, you are no longer heating your house, you are heating your walls. Moisture pumps directly into your building envelope every single day. You will not know it is happening. Your energy bill quietly climbs while the damage spreads. Resealing a full duct system costs between $3,500 and $9,000. If the surrounding structure is already compromised, that number multiplies. But the most important thing to understand is this: the failures are not random, they are synchronized. When a volume builder constructs 200 homes in a subdivision in Brampton or Airdrie or Kelowna, every single one of those homes was built in the same 6-month window using the same batch of materials installed by the same subcontractors working on the same pace rate schedule. That means the caulking on all 200 homes will fail in the same year. The laminate floors on all 200 homes will start buckling in the same winter. The duct tape on all 200 homes will delaminate in the same heating season. Your neighbors will be calling contractors at the same time you are. Contractor availability will plummet, prices will spike, and you will be competing for repair quotes in a market where everyone on your street has the same emergency at the same moment. That is not a repair bill. That is a financial event. So what do you do with this information right now? If you already own a new build, you have one weapon before the failures become catastrophic. Walk your exterior caulking lines every single fall before freeze up. Do not use the cheap silicone from the big box store. Use a polyurethane sealant rated for Canadian climate extremes. It costs 4 times as much and it will save you $20,000. Get your ducts inspected and pressure tested, not by the HVAC company that installed them, because they will find nothing wrong with their own work. Hire an independent energy auditor who uses a blower door test. They will tell you exactly where your building envelope is hemorrhaging air and moisture. That $400 test is the most valuable money you will spend on your home this year. If you are buying new, do not trust the builder's inspector and do not trust the municipal inspector. Hire a private structural inspector to walk the site during framing before the drywall goes up. This is called a pre-drywall inspection, and it is the only moment where the hidden failures are visible. It will cost you $500. The problems it finds could save you $50,000. That math is not complicated, and if you are choosing flooring, do not let a salesperson sell you engineered laminate for a Canadian climate. Solid hardwood expands and contracts, but it survives. Ceramic and porcelain tile set in full mortar beds survive. Polished concrete survives. Engineered laminate is a product designed for a climate that Canada does not have. The building industry in this country has spent 30 years telling you that new is better, that modern materials are superior, that technology has improved construction. They are right about one thing. Technology has improved. It has improved their margins, their construction speed, and their warranty escape clauses. It has not improved your home. Your grandfather's brick bungalow from 1958 is still standing with its original structure intact. The subdivision home built in 2018 is already showing the first signs of what is coming. Buy old, inspect everything, and never trust a builder who tells you the code is the standard. The code is the floor, and right now the floor is made of engineered wood, which means it is already absorbing water.